So what have you seen from Chris Brown this season?
I've seen a lot from Chris Brown Jr. this season. Just coming in and being interested about every little detail. He's extremely focused on the field. He asks questions. He's not afraid to get on the board, meaning drawing up plays. He's not afraid to talk about his personal life. He's not afraid to talk about what he does in the classroom. And I think all those reasons, he's been a great student, and it shows on the field when he comes out here to perform.
What kind of is his personality in the meeting rooms?
Hopefully he doesn't watch this, but he's a funny dude. He's really funny. Now, he's a good guy. He learns a lot from everybody. He strategically puts himself in between Pat Laird and Alex Nathurda. He listens to every single thing. He does a good impression of me, actually. And I like it because he remembers everything I say, which can be good and bad. But it's a good thing because all the little details that we harp on day in and day out, he picks up, and you hear him saying it, whether he's making fun of me or not. He remembers things. So he has a great memory. He has a great knack for football in general, and he just has that intensity and brings it out to the field. He knows when to turn it off and turn it on. He lets his personality show.
How much has he grown since the beginning of the season?
Tremendously. He's grown a lot since the beginning of the season, and it's no surprise. He's found a way on special teams. He's on somewhere in the depth chart on all 4 of the major special teams, which is huge for this team. It gets him going. During the game, he's not waiting to just get his first carry at running back. He's on the field, active from the first play of the game, on kickoff or kickoff return. Throughout the whole game, he stays warm, he stays active, so it's easier to get him involved in the game. He shows all those things every single day.
For those that followed Chris as a prep recruit, he was really hampered his senior year with an injury, and seems to be fairly healthy this year. What differences are you seeing in him live here versus what you saw on film last season?
Well, I didn't know him personally last year. Recruiting process, he was already here when he was in the process of getting here when I got here. From what I heard from Coach Baldwin and the rest of the coaching staff was that as soon as they saw him in person, they fell in love with his style, with his attitude, with his attention to detail, and that's what I see of him now. That part's increased. Obviously, in college, a little more is thrown at you. He's taking it all in stride, and he just works to get better. He's rarely satisfied with what he does. Even good plays where I say, "Hey, good job," he said, "No, I could have turned it up a little bit quicker. I could have been faster. I could have looked the ball all the way in to the catch. I could have, blocked him better with the better base." He has all those details. He's never satisfied with what he does on the field. He's constantly trying to get better and constantly looking for things to improve in his game.
Sounds a little like Pat Laird.
Absolutely. They work well together.
Pat's had a couple of good games this year, a couple where he struggled, but boy, he was really explosive on Saturday. What was happening with him?
A bunch of things. I mean, it's so many small parts need to come together in order for a successful play to happen. And Saturday, we were just clicking on all cylinders. Our pass game opened up. To start it off, our O-line was phenomenal. They held their blocks, they opened up holes, and really made it easy for us in the backfield. Pat's a workhorse. He's extremely detailed. There's no difference on how he works on Thursdays, Mondays, Saturdays. There's no difference at all. So when plays and games and explosive things like that happen, it's not a surprise. So I think it was just good to see everything come together into fruition after all the hard work that the O-line, the running backs, everybody puts together.
You have one of your old teammates in Jeff MacArthur getting inducted into the Cal Hall of Fame this weekend. What can you tell us about him and the kind of player he was here?
G-Mac. I talk to him pretty often. He's coaching now down at El Camino Community College. Absolutely loving it. He was up at Canada Prep for a while, got that going. A huge accomplishment. But to hear that he's being inducted to the Hall of Fame, I'm just honored that I know him on a personal level, that I played with him. He was just an awesome guy to be with and be with every single day. He pushed me to be better on the football field. He was extremely detailed. He had that personality that was attractive to everybody. There wasn't one person on the team or coaching staff that didn't like him. He was extremely competitive. He was the one to get all the receivers going, get us all fired up and talking mess to the defensive backs. But he was a leader in every sense of the word. And I'm just honored to know him on a personal level as he gets this award on Friday. No surprise. It would be good to have him back on campus. I don't think he's been back for a while. He hasn't seen the new facilities and all that. He was up in Canada and in SoCal, so happy to come back home for him.
He's good. Cool. All right.
Thanks so much.